Hi, everyone. Welcome back to What's Up Wednesday. My name is Rachel, and I'm on the client success team here at Early Learning Ventures. And today I'm joined by Judy Williams, who is our CEO here at ELV. Welcome, Judy. Thank you so much for joining us again today.
Yeah, excited to be here.
Really excited to have you back. Judy joined us for a What's Up Wednesday episode at the very beginning of this year to get us started for 2024. So today we'll kind of be circling back on some of the goals that we shared and share some updates and hopefully look forward into 2025 as well. So it's really exciting that you're able to start us off for this year and then close out as well.
Yeah, it's been a whirlwind.
Yeah. Before we get started, I did also want to just say thank you so much to everybody who is joining us live today. And also a huge thank you to everyone who has been with us all throughout this year. We have done 50 episodes so far this year. So today is actually our 51st, so just for 2024. So that is really exciting. There has been so much information and resources shared, and I have loved getting to hang out with all of you. And I know that I have learned so much, and I hope that everybody else has as well. It's really fun to always see everyone saying hello in the comments, and it's been great throughout the year seeing lots of familiar faces there joining us as well. So if you have not heard of Early Learning Ventures before, we are a 501c3 nonprofit based out of Colorado, and our mission is to expand access to quality and affordable childcare. So I have links in the description of this video that will take you to our main website where you can learn more about us as well as our resources offered, and as also access our full What's Up Wednesday playlist. So next week is a holiday for those of you who are celebrating, but we do still have a special episode planned for next week that will be highlighting some of the resources that we have shared throughout this year. We are also currently hosting a giveaway, and this episode is your last chance to enter for this year. This giveaway is for our existing Alliance Core users to win a one-year scholarship. And to be entered to win, we're just asking that you add a comment to our What's Up Wednesday videos answering this question. What do you do to take care of yourself outside of work? How do you practice self-care? And if maybe you don't have any ideas yet, hopefully you've learned some suggestions from the Wellness and Wellbeing series that we just wrapped up. And maybe there's something that you're not currently doing for self-care, but want to start. You can add that to the comments as well. And if you are selected as a winner, this scholarship opportunity can really set you off on the right track for 2025 with some great savings. If you're not already familiar with Alliance Core and you would like to learn more, you can visit the link in the description of this video that will take you to our main website, or you can schedule a free demo at a time that works best for you, or you can always feel free to contact us and we'd be happy to help get you started. All right, Judy, let's dive into what is up on this Wednesday. Can you start us off by just doing a quick introduction of yourself and your role here at ELV?
Sure. I'm Judy Williams. I am the current CEO of Early Learning Ventures. I've been with the organization for going into my 17th year. So it's been a while. I was the first employee when we started this initiative, and I am still here today with all of the great folks that have come to help build ELV. So excited about that.
That is amazing that you've got to see ELV grow from the very beginning. And I think that says a lot about the organization, right? And what you do. You really believe in the work. That's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just been unbelievable. It seems like that's a long time, but it also seems really fast. And like I said, we've just built a network of providers that we so appreciate working with us and partnering with us and helping to define how we can be better at our services and offer out things that work best for childcare so that all children and families can access high quality care.
That's great. Thank you. So can we talk about some moments or accomplishments from 2024 that really stand out to you?
Yeah, we started the year really wanting to grow our membership, meaning grow our network of providers, and also fine-tune our services so that we're really meeting the need of not just individual providers, but also groups that are working on shared services that we're bringing a group of providers to us. So some of our accomplishments are in terms of our growth. We've had unbelievable growth in our membership, over 50% increase in our members, serving over 100,000 children daily with our partners.
Mhm.
So that's been pretty exciting. We've done that with, just great partnerships here in Colorado, our staff, as well as our partners outside of Colorado that are really getting the word out on how other groups can come to us and we can partner. We have the same goals and missions, and how we can work together to get these services and their services out to more providers with the same North Star of how do we help childcare programs stay in business, thrive, and offer high quality care to all children and families.
Yeah, that's really great. And it's been really amazing to see that, progress made throughout this year firsthand. And like you said, you've been with ELV for 17 years. So there's a lot of, learning opportunities that you've experienced or us as an organization has experienced. And to be able to partner with others that are just getting started and share that with them, I think that that's really impactful.
Yeah, it really has been. We learn as much from our partners as we hope they can learn from us too.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. What about some challenges that we've faced this year?
Yeah, I think, the challenges that we faced is that, again, childcare, staffing issues, really trying to find the workforce that wants to participate and work in childcare and stay in childcare so that they can open up all their childcare seats and offer out the care to families has always been a challenge. So just trying to work and see like how can our shared services come in and support that, and bring in new opportunities, offload things that are burdening our members, and really become like a partner to them to help their businesses flourish so that they can actually, open up those seats, hire quality teachers, and really offer their services out. So I think we've had a lot of challenges. We've learned a lot from them. I think, every time we take on a new project, our whole team learns a ton. I really appreciate the way that we just look at the project, see if it's meeting our mission, helping all children and families access high quality care, and then we all work together to really find out like how do we deploy these services, how do we make these services accessible and work best. And it's a lot of, we try something and then if it's not working, we move, we try it, we do it differently. We engage everybody involved with those services from the clients to our team to make sure that it's always meeting the needs of our clients and making sure that we're changing to meet those needs and not just staying stuck in one thing. So I think we've learned a ton this year. I think we've seen it with our phenomenal growth of new partnerships and new providers.
Yeah. And with growth and new projects like that, I think that's always going to come with challenges, but looking at them as a learning opportunity and how can we learn and how can we grow from it and help others learn and grow as well, I think is great.
Mhm.
So one of our biggest goals, and you mentioned this already, for 2024 was focusing on national expansion. So what strategies have helped us connect with new members, and what has that impact been so far?
Yeah, the way that we do that is, again, we really partner. When we partner with anyone, we are true, at the table partners. And that's how we've been successful in our growth, is so working with the different partnerships in different states that we're in and communicating some of the new services and connections that can help us to achieve those goals, to be helpful to those that see our services as value, and that we've seen phenomenal growth in that. I think one of the ways that we saw that was in Indiana. We had two pretty major projects going on in Indiana. One is we partnered with the state. We were selected as a child management system as that state opened up opportunities to providers in Indiana. And so through our partnerships already doing work in Indiana, we were able to really expand there. We brought in almost 180 new childcare programs to work with us on Alliance Core. And the way we did that was with the trust of our partner in Indiana, Early Childhood Alliance, that we were already doing work there and we stood behind what we say we're going to do. So we saw phenomenal growth with that. We also partnered with Early Childhood Alliance in Indiana to really engage with the food program work that they do. They had a network, a larger network than their shared services group they were working with, and we're really struggling on some of the challenges for administering that program and being more efficient. they saw a lot of things in Alliance Core that would help. And so working together, we were able to take out those things from Alliance Core and customize it so that those food program sponsors could actually engage with us in a deeper way using new automation and supports to free up their time so they could actually do more services for their network of family childcare providers. So we saw phenomenal growth there, almost 150 new family childcare providers that they were serving in their food program. And along with that, they had a wait list for more family childcare providers, but they just didn't have the capacity. So working together with them so Indiana, we saw some phenomenal growth opportunities that was really exciting. We learned a ton from them. And again, hopefully they learned a little bit from us too.
Yeah, awesome. And you really hit the nail on the head there. And I know that that's said in our communications, we're more than just a product. It is a partnership. And we've got Tammy, one of our hub partners in Hawaii from Patch, saying that she loves partnering with ELV and the team is amazing. So that's really exciting to hear.
Tammy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like I said, when we go for expansion, we start with we always call them friends and family. The people we're already working with in those states, we want to be an extension of their services. And so having their trust and support to help us with referrals and the trust to start these new projects is the way that we go about with our expansion.
Yeah, and that initiative in Indiana, not necessarily the food program side, but with partnering with the subsidy side, a lot of these programs were really, really new to using technology. So we really see the direct impact there of a partnership and being able to, work with them one-on-one and really meet them on their individual levels. It's not just, here's the tool, you really have that full guidance around it.
Absolutely. And we got a ton of feedback from the state of Indiana that we worked with on that. Was sort of our secret sauce. Is there were other child management systems that folks could choose, and that might be the right choice for them. But our lane was really those providers that were afraid of automation and were afraid of trying to figure it out on their own. That ELV and the customer support team, which I know, Rachel, you're on, has just been like phenomenal partners in helping those providers feel comfortable that they can also, use this automation and get some benefits back where they're saving time and being able to reallocate that to building their business and serving children.
Yeah, that's great. So in our last episode that we did together at the beginning of this year, we talked about some of the state-funded initiatives. Can you share a little bit about the progress that has been made there in Colorado with being the substitute placement agency intermediary?
Yeah, so we had an opportunity last year to work with the state of Colorado to actually be the intermediary to help with the substitute pool placement agency. You can get that license in Colorado, and then providers are able to access substitutes for their programs. And it's been in Colorado for several years, and it's more in the Denver metro. So they were looking at making an investment to fund that so it was more affordable to childcare programs to use the system as a workforce investment. But also, how do we get that out to rural areas? So we started that project last year and really just studying, working with the state, working with current substitute placement agencies to see how this was all working. And of course, we found out that, they're burdened with a lot of regulation and automation issues. So that was one of the things we looked at. But also, how do we get the funds out in an equitable way so that providers that currently aren't using substitute pools because it's outside of their budget could access this and be ensured that they were getting high quality substitutes that were ready to support their program, as well as trying to get that out to family childcare homes. So we're really excited about being able to expand. So we just have started talks, and it looks like we're going to be doing some expansion out to Mesa County, Garfield County, and Gunnison, along with potentially in El Paso County, and really making those services to access qualified substitutes to programs with some financial support so that is actually accessible for their budget. So very excited where that's going to go next year and the progress that was made this year. That was a federal stimulus initiative for the state that actually they found other funds to extend that through 2026. with the hope that that will become a line item in the budget. So childcare programs across Colorado, homes and centers, would have more access to using substitutes. So very excited about that work.
Wow. Yeah, that's huge. That is amazing. And you mentioned as one of our challenges that we've seen. And I think that's something that everyone in the ECE sees and hears is staffing shortages. So it's really great that this program is something that's aimed to address those needs.
Yeah, and then I would just point out that although that's a Colorado project, we share out what we're doing across, our different partnerships. And by sharing that out, we found other groups that were like, yeah, we're trying to do this too. Can we link arms with you and see how we can work together? So we were able to launch with a group out of Montana to share some substitute pool work with them, as well as in Minnesota. So we're very excited how we can take work that in Colorado that we're working here with our providers in Colorado and leverage that out to get more services out across the US.
Awesome. And so this ties into my next question. So we talked about making progress with the substitute placement agency, the initiative there, but we also made significant strides with our technology offerings, including launching the 2 new programs, which was Alliance Credible and Alliance Care, which is specifically for substitute placement. Can we talk about some updates there and on these programs specifically?
Yeah, so I kind of told you how those came about. So Alliance Credible launched in Indiana, worked together with them to make sure that it was the right solution, and then started expanding the pilot in Hawaii, as well as in Massachusetts with a partner there, the community group. And we're currently working with a new partner out of Ohio. So learned a lot. One of the exciting things is we got selected to go to Harvard to do a pitch on early childhood education innovations. And so we pitched how credible we feel is a significant innovation to help family childcare providers. And we placed second. So that was exciting. Through that, getting the word out more and getting more interest with partnerships. So Alliance Credible, we definitely see scaling with that next year. Still figuring out, we always want to make sure that it's not just technology, it's always supported and it meets the mission of supporting childcare programs to deliver high quality care. So excited about that. And then same with Alliance Care, as we launched that here in Colorado to support our initiative there, just through our partnerships outside of Colorado, the word got out and we have folks that were interested in partnering with us, which we think is great because, once something's built and working, we want to be able to leverage that. And so other groups can go quicker if a substitute pool is a good initiative and addressing workforce, which we think it will. We're really excited about that. So those are 2 new technology solutions that actually are customized out of Alliance Core. So we had tools in there that work well at the provider level, easy to use, but needed to be customized so that it worked for those 2 programs. But they all will work together. So providers using the systems are never burdened with multiple solutions that they have to use. So we're very excited about, how those projects will go into next year.
Yeah, it's really exciting to see that integration and seeing the progress made and things coming, starting as just an idea and just a little seedling of a project. And now at the end of the year, really seeing them come to fruition and seeing care expand into other states. And I've been lucky in getting to also learn care in the system and working with the Montana group specifically right now. So learning so much there. And it's really, really exciting to see how we can help and how they're helping us grow. And it's awesome.
Yeah, I love that you say that, Rachel, because, it's like when we partner, it's like we have some knowledge and lessons learned, but we learn so much from those groups so that we're not just siloed in how it works here. So I love that you say that.
Yeah, I mean, really, the sharing resources, that shared resources term, just you see it lives up to its name. So we also, at the beginning of this year, we're hosting putting out our annual survey. So we got to hear directly from our members about their needs. Can we kind of reflect on that survey and what those responses looked like?
Yeah, and we'll be doing another one, of course. But yeah, it was just so great. I mean, again, thank you to all of our members for the positive comments and things that we're doing well, but also thank you for all of the suggestions, because we get better when we are delivering services that meet the need of our clients. So definitely appreciate hearing from our providers and our different state partners what we can do better, and then having the team really focus on that. I think one of the biggest things, and this has always been a focus, but we heard it from that annual survey, is userability, making the systems, automations great. Support is needed, which we know, but how can we make it as friendly as possible to the parent to use, to the provider, to the Alliance Hub, and always looking at how that can do. So we've definitely made some strides on that. I think you were about ready, and you could probably talk more about this, Rachel, than I am, starting with the apps, because that's where parents interface and teachers, and just really making that more intuitive and easier to use. So definitely heard through that annual survey that loud and clear, and we really put some focus on that. We'll continue to focus on that as always.
Yeah, I think that was great to share, because we've said it a few times here, we are all always learning, and feedback is extremely important. Like you said, it really helps us to grow and improve, and learning what works best for everybody, and just trying to find that sort of middle way there to make things functional and user friendly. We are working on a very big app update right now, so it's going to be really exciting to see that roll out. And yes, that's a good reminder to look out for the survey that's going to be coming here soon, and just to know that yes, your feedback is important and it is very highly valued, and we always take it into consideration. And hopefully, if you are already a core user, you have seen these updates coming through and seeing the system improve there. And it's already great, and already helping so many businesses nationwide and childcare providers nationwide. So it's just really awesome to see it grow. So looking ahead to 2025, which is just right around the corner already. I don't know how that's happened.
Exactly.
Can you share, what are you most excited about, or do you have any goals or hopes that you can share with us today?
Yeah, I think we've been doing, kind of some behind the scenes things, and how we're reorganizing our staff to be more efficient. So we've seen some, and we really want to focus on career progression and promoting our staff into higher positions, which, Rachel, I know that you were one of our promotions. And so really focusing on that. This is the first year Tim Garcia came in to function as the chief operating officer. So really looking, growing's great, but as you grow fast, sometimes you lose sight of the infrastructure. So he's been working on making sure that we have that in place in a way that meets our staff, making sure that they are in the right positions with the right training and support as well. I think looking ahead, we continue to want to grow and expand. We have these 3 different major automation services wrapped with support that we feel like is really needed across the shared services movement in early childhood. So we definitely plan to scale again, pretty hefty. We are putting a 50% increase, what we think we'll do next year, and just making sure that we have the right supports, because we never want to lose our partnership and our relationship and our support that we offer. So it's sort of a balance. But we also always want to help providers. We don't want anybody having to wait for services when we can get these services out to them. So definitely we'll have some high goals in terms of, like I said, we're supporting over 100,000 children through our initiatives. We plan to do a 50% increase on that, as well as we have over 2,000 childcare members that we're supporting in different ways. So definitely plan to scale that as well. And then also with some new states we're interested, like we talked about, Ohio is a new state for us, Montana. We're going deeper in some of our states that we're already in, but just really looking to take our scaling with the lens of shared services. What is helpful for shared services, with the goals to help providers to offload those burdens so that they can have support, keep their business thriving, and also be able to focus on serving children and families in the best quality care that they can give. So those are never leaving in terms of goals for next year.
Yeah, we're always sticking to our mission, and that's if you watch What's Up Wednesday every week, you see that's always one of the first things that we talk about because, like you said in the beginning, that is our North Star. It's our guiding principles, and that is
Absolutely.
always very important to us. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Judy. It was really great to have you, and it's so exciting to reflect on things that have happened and look forward to what's to come. So, thank you so much for sharing with us today.
Thank you, Rachel. And I just want to call out for Rachel. I mean, she took these What's Up Wednesdays on, and every week that's a big lift to make sure that we're putting out quality content. And I just want to applaud you for all the work that you've done to make these What's Up Wednesdays something that's valuable to our network. So thank you, Rachel.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the opportunity. It's so great to get to come here every week and hang out with everybody. And like I said, I learn something new almost every week. And so I hope that everybody watching does as well. And we have shared some really, really great resources this year and in the past. So of course you can always go to the website to access that full playlist to make sure that you're not missing out on anything. I know there's a lot of information out there. So it's important to make sure it's easily digestible and accessible for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Thank
All right. I
you.
hope that you all have a great rest of your day and a great holiday season. If you are celebrating, we will still have an episode out next week, but like I said, it will be a little bit different. So we will be back again live in the new year. We look forward to seeing you then.
All right. Happy holidays.